AM 1260 KLYC. I'm Dave Adams, and there was an interrupted, looks like robbery or burglary this morning in McMinnville, or early this afternoon. With us is Captain Dennis Marks of the McMinnville Police Department. Dennis, what happened?
About 11:40 this morning, we got called on an interrupted burglary at 325 College, which is back off of the Cozine Creek area near the college. The victim apparently came home, found somebody in his house, and the guy took off running, and he chased him into the backyard, and they scuffled a bit. And then the male got up and was able to threaten to stab at him with a screwdriver, and the complainant backed up for a few steps, and then the guy took off running into the brush. And we've attempted to track him down. We know from the trail he went and from some witness statements that he looked like he was pretty scratched up. So we're hoping if you see somebody in the neighborhood, or if you know of somebody that's extremely scratched up at the moment with blackberries and other plant scratches, we'd like to talk to them and find out what they were doing in this guy's house.
Do you have any other description of the suspect?
Yes, we do. He's approximately a 30-year-old male, skinny, about 5'10", was last seen wearing black shorts, black shirt, and had dark brown hair that was shaved pretty close.
How was he able to gain entry into the residence of the apartment?
Don't know at this point, or not willing to state at least.
Anybody was the victim injured?
No.
So if people run into this person, or they may have heard of, they can call McMinnville Police Department.
Call 911.
Okay. Dennis Marks, McMinnville Police Department. And on the phone line with us right now is the victim in this case, Trey Chu, who lives here in McMinnville. Trey, thanks for talking to us on KLYC.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me what happened this morning.
Well, I was having a really great morning. I had an awesome breakfast and was helping my friends move out, and then I came back to my house at around 11:30, and I pull up in my car in the driveway, and I see through the large living room window a man with my bicycle and a couple of full backpacks getting ready to go out the front door
of your house.
And our house that we're still moving in, and I rented it out. So there's kind of just stuff all over the place in the house, and this guy was trying to take some of it. So I pull in, and as he looks up and sees me, he bolts around the back side of the house, and we have this deck that is, I don't know, maybe 15 feet off the ground, 10, 15 feet. And it overlooks the Cozine Creek out in the backyard. And he's running through the house, and he gets on the side of the porch, and they're getting ready to jump off. And I was pretty angry, so I chased after him. And then he's on the railing of the porch. So I sprint after him, and I get him just about as he's about to go over, and I push him off the side. And he lands in the backyard, and I jump off the porch after him. The backyard's there's a lot of thorns and prickly things back there. I just had my shorts and no shoes on, so I run back there, and what's that?
Ouch.
Yeah. I didn't realize it until after. I was just full of adrenaline. And he's trying to walk through the brush to get away, and it's kind of like a slope downhill, so I was able to jump and tackle him down into the lower backyard. So he had a couple bags with him. He had 4 bags, I think, and he dropped 3 of them as we were tussling in the brush. So I recovered all my electronics, which I'm thankful for, but he got away with 1 bag.
Now I understand he pointed a screwdriver at you and told you to back off.
Yeah, I don't know, I think he's on drugs or something. We were in the grass, and I had him in a headlock, and he was trying to get me to let him go, saying, you're hurting me. And I said, okay, yeah, that's the point. And gets on the ground, and then I start hitting him, and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a screwdriver, and then that was after he said, I have a gun, and that's when I just started punching him. I was like, no, I don't want to die over this. And sorry, the story's kind of jumbled, but he was yelling for another guy, a guy named Chris. I don't know who that was. I'm sure it was his buddy. But that's right after that, he pulled out a screwdriver. So I get up and he starts kind of making threatening motions at me with his arms, like he's going to jab me with it. So I say, okay, like, get out of here. I don't want to deal with this. So he kind of stumbled off into the woods and got away with one bag.
He got away with one bag. What did he get away with?
He got away with my passport and my snowboard goggles. But the thing is, he was here earlier today or last night because he stole almost everything valuable from my roommates who lived downstairs. And so I think I caught him as he was in the process of packing up my room and leaving with all my stuff.
Did you recognize this guy?
Not at all. He is some random guy.
Can you describe him for us?
He was maybe 5'6", 5'7". He was white. He had clean-shaven face. I couldn't tell if he had teeth or not because his gums, he was covering them with his lips. It didn't look like he had teeth, though. But he had a really short haircut. It was just really kind of buzzed. It was black. And it looked like he had just recently gotten it because his head was a lot wider than his face. He was wearing a black hoodie and a gray shirt, or a light-colored shirt, and then some black shorts. And he had a metal chain around his left wrist.
What feeling does this leave you with? I mean, you went through this, you had the adrenaline rush, and you struggled with him, and then you have a chance to think about it. What does this leave you with as you're feeling?
Initially I was angry because I let him get away, and he just came into our house and took our stuff. Especially that I feel bad for the roommates who were downstairs. And I don't know, now I just feel kind of... Now I just feel kind of... I don't know, I'm still surprised.
Still in shock?
I've never had anything like this happen before.
You want the police to catch this guy?
Definitely. Because this guy was... I think he needs to be behind bars for a little bit.
All right, so folks, if you find somebody, and the police told us that he probably has a lot of scratches from the briar bushes and blackberry bushes in the backyard. So if you see somebody that matches this description with a lot of scratches on them, you might be wanting to call the police. Trey, thankfully you weren't hurt, and thanks for visiting with us today on KLYC.
Thank you. Oh, also one thing, he might have some bruising on his head or bleeding a little bit because I got him pretty good, and I think, I don't know, maybe that'll help pick him out.
Okay, and if you see this person, the suspect, call 911. Trey, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much.